Hello. Come onto a standing position and take your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Have your feet parallel to each other, arms by your side. Turn your palms out. Inhaling, reach your arms up over your head. With your left hand, hold your right wrist. Extend your right hand up towards the ceiling. Now let the hips roll to the right and bring your hands to the left. Try to keep your weight evenly distributed between each foot. Draw that right elbow back. Just breathe into the stretch. Back to center and switch sides. With your right hand, hold your left wrist. Extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Let your hips roll to the left and bring your hands to the right. Breathe. Back to center and lower your arms. Bring your feet in a little bit closer so they're hip distance apart and feet parallel to each other. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see what we're doing next. On an inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Bend your knees slightly so they're soft. As you exhale, keep your spine completely straight, so don't let your spine round. As you exhale, send your hips back, lead with your chest, and fold. Don't worry about how far you go. If you get to a point and your back starts to round, come up until your back is straight again. Your hands may reach the mat. If they do, that's great. If they don't, you can place your hands on blocks, or you can cross your arms and let your elbows dangle. Breathe. If you can do so without rounding your back, straighten one leg and then the other, maybe both. But if you have to bend anything, bend your knees, not your spine. Inhaling, come halfway up, nice flat back. Arms are straight. Arms just come to your legs wherever they land. Spine is straight. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, reach your arms out to the side. Slowly come all the way to standing. Lift your arms up over your head. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart and release. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Knees are slightly bent. Exhale, send your hips back and fold. Inhaling, come halfway up in Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, lift all the way to standing. Hands to your heart and release. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, reach your arms above your head. Exhale, knees are soft, hinge at the hips, and fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, come all the way to standing. Hands to your heart, and release. Come onto the front of your mat. Still keeping your feet hip distance apart, feet parallel to each other. Step your right foot straight back behind you, nice big step back. Lift the heel up, pivot on the toes, and bring the heel in so the toes are pointing out at a 45-degree angle. Place your hands on your hips, bring your right hip forward, left hip back, and bend your left knee. If your left knee is passing your ankle, step your right foot back further. You want your left knee above or behind the ankle. And now take a look at your left knee. Make sure it's pointing in the same direction as your left foot. As you inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Breathe. Maybe deepen the lunge. If deepening the lunge brings your knee far too forward, just adjust the back foot back. Lower your arms. Hands on hips, straighten your left leg. Your body is still facing forward. Legs and spine stay straight. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, just hinge at the hips. Feel those hip flexors. Let your hips come back. Lead with your chest and fold forward. Go as far as you can while keeping your spine straight. If your back starts to round, come up until it's straight again. Draw that left hip back a little more, right hip forward. Breathe. Option to stay here, or if you can do so without rounding your back, you can place your hands on the mat and keep that left leg straight, or if you have blocks, you can place your hands on blocks, or just keep your hands on your hips. Breathe into the stretch. This is Parsvattanasana, pyramid pose. Slowly come on back to standing. Bend your left knee and step your right foot forward. Adjust your feet so that they're hip distance apart again, feet parallel to each other. Now step your left foot straight back behind you, hands on hips. Bend your right knee. Just lift your left heel up enough, pivot on the toes and bring the heel in so the toes are pointing out at a 45-degree angle, and bend your right knee. Bring your right hip back, left hip forward. Your body's facing the front of the mat, parallel to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Breathe. Maybe deepen the lunge. This is Dewey, one of my son's cats is visiting. Breathe. Lower your arms, place your hands on your hips, and straighten your right leg. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward so your body's facing the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, keep your legs and spine straight. As you exhale, send the hips back and lead forward with the chest. If your back starts to round, come up until it's straight. Maybe keeping your hands on hips or placing your hands on the mat or blocks. Breathe here. Come on back up. Bend your right knee and step your left foot forward. Inhaling, reach your arms up over your head. As you exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees and come to a seated position on the mat. So straighten your right leg on the mat. Make sure your right toes are pointing straight towards the ceiling. Right foot is flexed, so draw the toes towards you. Keeping the left leg bent, with your left hand, grab your left ankle, flex that left foot, and place the left ankle on the right thigh. It's most important that the left foot be flexed. It just protects your knee a bit. Place your hands on the mat behind you, either staying here and using your hands and pushing your chest forward. Push your left knee away from you. If this is a deep enough stretch, play with this, just pushing the chest forward with your hands. Otherwise, bend your right knee and place the sole of your right foot on the mat. And then push your chest forward. Push your left knee forward away from you. Breathe into the stretch. Option to bring that right foot even closer. Encourage the stretch, but respect your edge. Know when you've gone far enough for your body, and stop there. Just breathe. And now straighten your right leg and straighten your left leg. And now, keeping your left leg straight on the mat, toes pointing straight towards the ceiling. With your right hand, pick up your right ankle, flex that right foot, so not pointed but flexed. Place the right ankle onto your left thigh. Hands behind you. Either with your hands, you can push your chest forward, pushing your right knee away from you. Or, for a deeper stretch, bend your left leg, placing the left foot on the mat. And now push your right knee away from you and send your chest forward. And to go even deeper, bring that left foot even closer to you. Pushing your right knee away from you, keeping that right foot flexed. Breathe. One more breath. And straighten your legs. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Namaste.